Hi there, Zam here, and this is not really a usual kind of vlogging that I do, but I'm gonna share it with you anyway. It's more of a rant. I was doing my research project because I'm taking my master's qualification and I thought I needed a break. And I've been really intrigued on having a sort of like formal or official definition of psychic. What does psychic mean? Okay, so I went online, Googled what psychic means, and I landed on the Wikipedia page titled Psychic Reading. And from there, you can easily see at least 11 types of psychic reading, including tarot reading. So when I was reading some of them, just like astrology or reading, cartomancy, cleromancy, distant readings, lithomancy, numerology, palm reading, psychometry, rune reading, and of course tarot reading, each section describing each of those types, they were pretty decent, really. So it's pretty informative. And then I went to the section of tarot reading, and I tell you, Wikipedia, I'm pretty disappointed with you because the way that they define tarot reading is, watch this. It says, tarot cards have been greatly popularized but can be often regarded solely as entertainment. And though not requiring psychic abilities, tarot cards can be used as a psychic or cold reading tool, and tarot readings are common at psychic fairs. I mean, the description of a tarot reading here on Wikipedia seems a bit flaky. If somebody is not familiar with a tarot reading, then they would really immediately dismiss it as airy-fairy, that you cannot get any, insight from it. And yeah, if I wasn't familiar with tarot cards, I wouldn't bother with this kind of definition. But just to set things straight, that is so not just off putting, but inaccurate. If you Google tarot studies, tarot researches, you would be surprised that there are many academic papers done from the interest of the tarot cards. And you will also see plenty of studies linking the concepts and the ideals in psychology, particularly of Carl Jung. And just now, I'll give an example. There's this one paper published in the Ecological Economics, published last year, and it's a commentary titled From Academic to Political Rigor, Insights from the Tarot of Transgressive Research. So what they did here was they did some research and used the tarot deck just to get some insight into what the characters could be. And it's pretty interesting because this paper is talking about climate change, massive ecological destruction, and to think that they sort of like borrow the characters of the tarot and included it into their study. It's just amazing. So this is just one example. I'll give you an excerpt. It says here, employing the device of the tarot deck, we describe each characters to illustrate the variety of roles and approaches that trans-disciplinary, transformative, transgressive, and activist researchers are engaging in. So just that sentence is really quite fascinating in terms of the depth and breadth and the scope of how you can use the tarot cards. So it's just one's imagination that would really limit the use of the tarot deck. So as I said, I'm pretty disappointed, Wikipedia. I think you should be more objective and fairer in defining what tarot cards can do and what tarot readings can do. So as I told you, this is more of a rant. I was just really, yeah, pretty displeased seeing that. Why? Because I'm basically a very logical and objective, reasonable person. I even adhere to scientific methods, but I really find the tarot reading so insightful because it really can dig deep into your mind, bring out what's ever buried in there and remove the cobwebs. That's why I find the tarot cards fascinating, and I'm just so passionate about it because I've benefited from it when I read for myself, although I don't do that often. But when I really need some guidance and I'm sort of like stuck, of course, my go to intuition tool is the tarot. So, obviously, the person who wrote this on Wikipedia is not familiar with what tarot reading is. So, if any of you out there are listening to this and watching me, can you please do the honor of correcting what is written on Wikipedia about tarot reading? That's all for now. Sorry for the rant. Stay safe and stay well. Many blessings. This is Zam.